You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
Let's go! Let's go!
I wouldn't be this loud, but it's 1 a.m. and people are sleeping. Like,
You don't have to be.
oh, Charlie.
Hey, listen, bro. Kadeem, bro. I knew you wasn't just gonna come on this podcast talk about whatever you be talking about at the beginning of the podcast, bro. Ain't no way. Dolphins just did that, man.
Listen. No to run Armstead, don't matter. Isaiah in at left guard, doesn't matter. Lam at left tackle, doesn't matter. Do you know why? Because one is him. Two is him. Tyreek Hill said, yo, I'm going to focus this year. And focus he did. I'm hot. I don't know what to say. But listen.
Hold on. You know what to say, Kadeem? I know what to say. Uno.
No.
Right.
Wait. Charlie, where's the victory visor?
Oh,
Charlie, where's the victory visor?
Hey, it's still preseason over here. We got to get the victory visor. Hey, my bad, y'all boys. Listen, it's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touche. I got my co-host, Kadeem Simmons, with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast. And if I sound like I'm yelling at the microphone, it probably means I'm yelling at the microphone because the Miami Dolphins defeated the Los Angeles Chargers 36-34 just now. We're going live right after the game. So if you caught this on a Monday or a Tuesday, just know we're seconds after the game. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got the victory visor on deck. Let me do what I got to do. What's up, Kadeem?
So to everyone in the comments, IMAX, let's go! Miami Dolphins win. Moya TV, let's go! Tim Carroll, wow. Moya, how good was that game? Tim Carroll says, feel sorry for people who don't watch the NFL. That was a thing of beauty. Rob says, what a win. It's 1 a.m., but I ain't going to sleep yet. Rob comes back with Justin who? Yeah, Moya again, can't sleep after that, Rob. Robert Ashton, wakey, cads, I'm here. I'm actually clapping. Moya's laughing. Rob says Charlie is happy. Robert Ashton said if Charlie was happy, the
hold on. I gotta stop you, Kadeem. Let's go, man. Let's go, bro. Hey, I need all of this. I need all the receipts. All the receipts on Tua. All the receipts on the Dolphins, all the receipts on Greer, all the receipts. I need all of them.
It's at some point we'll get to, the game, the ins and outs and stuff like that. But I saw people saying if Tua had to drop back 30 yards with that offensive line, he won't play week 2, all this kind of stuff. Fire Chris Greer because he can't build an offensive line. Charlie, how many sacks did the Dolphins offensive line give up today?
I don't think we gave up one sack.
Not one sack.
Not one sack. Not only did we not give up one sack, Kadeem, the line looked good, bro. It was a pocket, bro. Like, and we are some of the people who are like, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I would just like the line to be better. I just want the line to be better. Let's get O-line help. I think everyone said let's get O-line help. But then last year happened, and we got Teron Armstead. He came in, he was hurt, he was banged up. We didn't really address all the pieces on the line. And we believe that we still needed more help. But then you look at the stats, and the stats say, yo, this man don't really get hit too much in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Tua didn't really get hit too much in the pocket last year. He had the concussions things, and oh well, if he had a better O line, he wouldn't get hurt. But that wasn't. I don't think those things were synonymous. I don't think they ran parallel to each other, and the stats suggested that they didn't. So of course, when you don't see the O line get addressed, you're like, man, bro, like I just need the O line to be better. Now, for the record, the O line was ranked 20th last year. And we had about 12 different O linemen in different rotations, so we weren't sure what we were going to get. So then you get today, and the man doesn't get touched, bro. Like, man, shout out to the O-line. Shout out to the O-line coach. Shout out to Chris Greer. Shout out to Mike McDaniel for saying, yo, we believe in what we have. Come on, bro.
Lee says Butch Barry, baby. And listen, it wasn't perfect. We will get to it. Because these snap issues, like if we could swear on the podcast, I'd be swearing right now. But listen, it's week 1. The Dolphins went on the road without the starting left tackle, without probably the best corner in the NFL in Jalen Ramsey, and they went, haven't said this in a while, toe to toe, pillar to post, front to back, all the good stuff, and came up with a dub. Lane says fins up, baby. Robert Ashton says Charlie Yennon so much his internet can't keep up. Moya TV got the receipts, and Rob's got something here which is absolutely brilliant. So Rob says, if you take away the yards to Hill, Tua still threw for more yards than Herbert. How about that for a stat to all the Tua ain't nothing about Hill stands?
Bro, listen. For everyone who doesn't know, if you're just now catching this and you rock with us, we appreciate everyone who supports us. And you're like, let me catch up on the podcast. I missed a couple. Shout out to you. You probably know the Dolphins already won. What you don't know, what you might not know is Tua had 466 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. 466 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Kadeem, all the people, when Tua didn't have Tyreek Hill, didn't have Waddle, when he just had 2 seasons, you know what I'm saying, under Flores. I guess Waddle was on one of those seasons, but everyone was like, yo, look at how many games, 300-yard games Burrow has. Look at how many 400-yard games this person has. Like, and I always said, Kadeem, so y'all want 400-yard games and an L, or you want wins and 200-yard games? You know what I'm saying? Because what it takes to get a 400-yard game probably means your defense gave up some points, because you're not throwing over almost 500 yards if you're up 31-0. That's not how NFL works. You know what I'm saying? So in order to get these yards, you have to overcome some adversity. So for everyone saying, well, he doesn't have these type of games, he can't do it. But there's nothing ever again that I want to hear that Tua can or cannot do. He had to come back for the ball. Okay, see Tyreek Hill's second touchdown. Oh, he had it. Okay, see Tyreek Hill first touchdown. Like, bro, I'm tired. Hey, I'm done. Ain't nobody can't say nothing about Tua ever again. I'm done, bro. Like, all the talking, the Tua, ain't it? Like, we're done with that. We're on the way to the Super Bowl, bro. Straight up.
It's an absolutely great start, and I think, like we said, it wasn't perfect because, like you said, for Tua to throw for all those yards, it means the defense gave up points. And the Chargers found it way, way too easy to just run up and down the field at absolute ease. I'm the context guy. That 14-point swing at the start of the game where the Dolphins start off, bad snap is what it is. Drive down the field. You see some Waddle, you see some Mostert, get to the red zone, bad snap, turnover. And the Chargers drive down the field, 95 yards, touchdown. So instead of going 7-0 up, you're 7-0 down. But the ability to keep on coming back, to keep it to 1-score games, to not get down, basically, was just, it's what this team is about. I am the throw for 2 touchdowns, 200 yards kind of guy. The 400-yard games are great, but can we get some defense? Chris Barella says that last touchdown pass to Hill was spot on, mate.
Spot on, mate. Spot on.
Listen,
Spot on, yeah.
that last pass, that last touchdown to Hill.
Brilliant.
Listen, just chef's kiss. Mwah. Mwah. Chef's kiss.
In
And
it.
listen, there was on that last drive, it's 3rd and 10, and the pocket kind of collapses, and Tua steps up and throws an absolute.
It looked good to me.
Look
looks good to me.
Look good to everyone. Look good to absolutely everyone. And again, before we get into the different parts and all that kind of stuff, Tyreek Hill scores the go-ahead touchdown. Jason Sanders steps up for the extra point and misses.
Hold on.
Charlie, what's
Can I? You said what's going through my head at the time?
Yeah.
No shock at all. Because he delivered. He delivered. He delivered, I think what he hit from 40, 49, 50, 52. He hit today. You know what I'm saying? And I took Jason Sanders on all of my fantasy football teams, at least like 7 of the 8 of them, right? And I'm like, yo, I trust Jason Sanders. I was on this podcast. I said, I trust Jason Sanders this year. It's only right for him to come through and miss the extra point. Like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You know what I'm saying? We go up 3, and I kind of want to go back, but I'll finish here. We go up 3, and it's like, there's no way, bro. So now, Herbert has the opportunity to not only put the game in overtime, but he can win it with a field goal. Before, it would have just been, okay, they could be playing for a field goal, and now this game, now we're going to have who knows what, right? Bro, back to what you said about the first opening drive. Opening drive, Dolphins get the ball first, and we're just driving down the field, and it is what we want it to be. It is epic. We're on cruise control. It's like, yo, this is this your king? You know what I'm saying? That's what type of drive it was. Is this your king? Right? And we get down to the 2-yard line, and Connor Williams, you know what? Hold up. Was the first snap a fumble? The first snap of the game a fumble, or was it like the second or third snap?
It was like second or first snap.
All right, let's rewind a little bit. Second or third snap of the game, I thought it could have been first. I don't know. We fumbled. There's a handoff. There's a something wrong with the handoff. Tua gets on top of it, right? And the first thing I'm thinking, like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then we do the drive that was cruise control, get down to the 2-yard line, and fumbled again with the snap. And you said what was going through my mind, Kadeem? You want to know? Friend of the podcast, Alama Ulave. I'm like, yo, you're not telling me Dahl is on the practice squad when we actually have a legit center on the practice squad. You know what I'm saying? That was the first thing on my mind, honestly. And then, we end up turning the ball over, and I was like, yo, this is not how you do it. However, I was still refreshed. Because we look good, but I'm not here for moral victories. What went through your mind before we take off?
Genuinely, if you're any player and you're holding out, you're making a case for a new contract, this isn't the way to go about it.
I thought the same thing, bro. I forgot about that. I thought that too, bro.
And the thing is, it's like of all the time to do it on the road, that opening drive is just like, yo, Connor Williams, you need to make a case. And what's also going through my mind as well, and the mind is a wonderful thing. I'm thinking the Dolphins need to address so many offensive line issues, because probably left tackle, center, I'm just like, but it's your mind just all over the place. So, and what made it even worse is that my stream was down. So it's like, it's buffering, it's lagging. I'm messaging Drake, he's saying, what's going on? The Dolphins UK WhatsApp group is saying, no, FFS, and oh my days. I'm like, what is going on? I'm just like, okay, this is mad. Quickly,
it was the first snap of the game.
First snap, yeah.
Fumble the first snap of the game. And I know you're about to get into something, but right on, like, how well done was it that the first pass of the game went to Tyreek Hill, and that was just like a foreshadowing for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Crescito Adizi says the people who still talk S literally have S for brains. They don't know football, or are secretly afraid to admit how Tua can be a threat to anybody. Robert Ashton says Fangio now knows where to target. Now I believe D will tighten up, and at the end, that I hope is what we can expect to see going forward. Moya TV says, how about that one play TD to Hill? Chef's kiss, that stuff. Kenneth Rankin says, Reek did his thing today. Props to Tua, but Reek did his thing. Giovanni Folks says, good evening. And then Hammer earlier said, "Let's go, baby. Finn's way the F up. I've got you guys on mute while I watch a Twitter interview at the Mo guys. I'm listening in a minute."
Bro, Kadeem, we got like $100 million into the D line, bro. Like, no kidding. Like, I think the cap is only like 238, something like that. And it's like 100 M's on the D line.
Really?
Something like that. It's something like that. So
surely, like you've only paid Zach Sealer and Brad. Oh, and Ogbo as well. Yeah, I forgot about
that. Yeah. You got some money on the line. So how about this? The defense gave up 234 yards rushing. At one point, it looked like they were averaging 8 yards a carry. The Chargers were. It looks so bad, Kadeem. I'm like, yo, because I did think about the Connor Williams holdout. I'm like, bro, you can't hold out and then fumble the first snap of the game. You know what I'm saying? And then fumble inside the 2-yard line on the opening drive of the game. You can't do that, bro. Second thing I thought about was Christian Wilkins, bro. Hey, I'm all for get your money, but you can't hold in and then the D line give up 234 yards rushing. That's why I'm like, yo, why are we paying all of this money and still having the 20th ranked defense? So I'm not interested in paying all this cash to look like what we did today. Now, little foreshadow, like, yo, hey, they came through at the end. Cool, came through at the end. But I will say this: I think Vic Fangio, I think it's noted that Vic Fangio, he doesn't blitz too much. As soon as he started blitzing, it changed everything. Like the last drive or 2 drives of the game, we started blitzing, and it was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, Vic. I think blitz is our identity. We just got to do it the right way because we've been doing it for the past few years. It looks really good. It feels really good. We need to do it and be and just be productive doing it.
Yeah, there was a few times where you can see like Jalen Phillips get around the edge, but they kind of pushed him a bit too far, and Justin Herbert was stepping up into the pocket. I was kind of really trying to focus on, the basically trench play on both sides of the ball, and yeah, like at one point at the start of the second half, Austin Eckler was averaging 10.1 yards per carry. Austin Eckler was having himself a game, and it's just like, okay, cool. This isn't ideal, and especially when it's like, okay, this is going to be a QB back and forth now, and it's going to be who's going to get that stop. And again, we're kind of jumping all over the place, but like you said, when we started to send pressure, we got results. So it's third down in, and they're on like the 4 or 5, and that boy Katie Cote who comes off the edge. And I'm thinking
they're on their own. They're on their own 4 or 5. They're on their own 6-yard line. Katie Cote comes in free off a blitz, picks up Justin Herbert. Small old little old Katie Cote picks up big old strong old Katie Cote Justin Herbert and almost gets the safety.
Fair play to Justin Herbert, so like keeping his arm out and going, you know what? Yeah, fair enough. What's very interesting is if you look at turning points in the last game we played against the Chargers and this game against the Chargers, we all remember that phantom roughing the passer call on Jalen Phillips. It was a clean tackle, and that kind of allowed the Chargers to keep on going. That didn't quite happen today. So you had it would have been very easy for some of these sacks or tackles or that Kader Kohu tackle when Justin Herbert, where they go roughing the passer because you threw him on this, and it's like, yo, it's a clean tackle. There was the Justin Herbert intentional grounding, which they eventually got right. But no, I think for the most part, everything went the Dolphins' way, including and again, remember the Charger game last year, it's like 3rd and 15 or 2nd and 15, Chargers ball in our red zone, and Josh Boyer puts everyone on like the 1-yard line, and Justin Herbert throws Austin Eckler, and they pick up. Like, if it's not the first down, a touchdown, everyone's like, "What are you doing?" This year, that goes 4 of us. End of the first half, Dolphins got 2 seconds left on the clock. Tua throws the ball down the field, and JC Jackson says, "Nope," and pushes Eric Ezekama. Field goal, 3 points. And I messaged Tom Valentine of PFF, and I said, Imagine you lose the game by 3 points because of something that stupid. The Chargers lost the game by 2 points because of, and like those 3 points make a massive difference. So the Dolphins overall played an okay game, but the offense, Tua, Tyreek, the offensive line, Durham Smythe, River Craycraft. There were so many guys that showed.
Who?
Sorry, Craycraft 400. I apologize. Craycraft 400.
Hey, Craycraft 400. What up, bro? We appreciate you, homie.
Yeah,
bro. Listen.
So
go ahead, man. Hey,
well,
Sherrod Steve just texted me and said, let's read it verbatim. I just seen a little bit of it. He said, "Yo, isn't it great how happy we're gonna be going into the week?" Like all week. Oh man, bro. Listen, bro. Yeah, shout out to Craycraft. But listen, Kadeem, I felt like we were just trying to get this game away. The offense was on point. There's this is an actual stat. The team that loses the turnover differential is 80%. There's the team that wins the turnover differential wins 80% of the time. And we lost the turnover differential today. 0-2, by the way. And just knowing that, it's like, man, I never thought we were out of the game, bro. I want to say this, and this is not arrogance or poking our chest out. Like, we were clearly the better team. Like, not even no joke. We were better than the Chargers. But our defense has to be better if we want to sustain victories without having heart, blood pressure, like type issues.
100%. A few comments, and there's a question at the end of one of these comments. So Robert Ashton says, "Don't forget Trent." Turkey Creek Jack Johnson, I believe first-time commenter. Shout out to Turkey Creek Jack
What up,
Johnson.
bro? Appreciate you.
Big
That's
Bulls
a name,
by
though.
Lower.
That's a name.
It is a great name. Moya TV says, "I think the pass D is great so far. The run D wasn't great though. I think one drive they had a TD. It was 8 runs out of 9 plays." Charlie, look at this message. So,
hey, no, I'm not entertaining that. I ain't even entertaining. Go ahead. You can entertain it. I'm not entertaining that.
Hannah Montana wakes up and says, "Wait, did we win?" Let's listen. No, whatever.
Hey.
Question from Hammer. What did you guys think about Fangio's D? Do you mind if I start on that one?
Go ahead.
I thought it was okay. They kind of limited. What made it so difficult was that they just could not stop the run, and because they couldn't stop the run, they like the way you play defense obviously alters so much. And when Austin Eckler just run in, it was like 1st and 10. Austin Eckler run, first down. Okay, 1st and 10. Is it Kelly got like 6 yards, 7 yards?
Joshua Kelly.
Yeah, like they just did whatever they want, and then Keenan Allen has some nice receptions. Xavier Howard has some silly penalties, but overall, I didn't hate it, but there's so much to clean up because again, you can't be giving up 34 points every single week. Like it's like you can't win a Super Bowl that way, especially in this AFC East. Like you got to be disciplined. You have to. We said it last year. The Dolphins got 21 points, game over, because the defense ain't going to give up 21 points. This year, it looks like it's going to be, hey, Dolphins might just score 40, and hope that So yeah.
Xavier Howard gave up 2 DPIs and back-to-back, like 2 pass interference calls back-to-back. Like just gave him all those yards, and then had a illegal contact in like the 4th quarter. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I remember last year. Oh, he's hurt. You're too hard on him. Hey, no excuses now. Like this is just who the man is. Like, This is who the man is, bro.
But like the first one was kind of soft, but they gave it. The second one, he was up against someone who's like, big man. The guy's so much taller than you. Just take the L. Just take the L.
And then the 3rd illegal contact, all within a quarter and a half of each other. Oh, matter of fact, all in the same quarter, all in the 4th quarter, actually. Like, bro, that's unacceptable. They're all within the last 8 minutes of the game. That's unacceptable. Yeah. You were supposed to be an all-pro. You know what I'm saying? So look, I'm not gonna get on it too much, but I just want to note that last year when I was saying this, it wasn't just because he was hurt. This is the player he is. You know what I'm saying? He's a superstar. He's not a shutdown corner. There's a difference. There's a difference between a superstar and a shutdown corner. Can a shutdown corner be a superstar? Yes, but he's not a shutdown corner. And that's all I'm saying, bro.
But then I'll be very interested to see the numbers they put up on Xavier Howard. I'm not disputing I'm not disputing the 3 penalties he gave away, but I don't remember Xavier Howard getting burnt all game.
I think I seen one of them Keenan Allen plays was on X. I ain't gonna lie to you. One of them was on X. Hey, nigga, look, let's go on up and up. I'm just saying, I just wanted to point some things out, highlight some things, just like I might highlight Eric Ezukama getting some significant snaps. Oh,
I like that.
This man.
I like that.
Not only was Eric Ezukama active and getting significant snaps, Cedric Wilson was a healthy scratch. So it's like a healthy scratch. It's almost like we had this contract situation with Cedric Wilson where he was supposed to be under contract with us next year as well. And we just arranged it. We're like, look, man, you're a great dude. We tried to move you, tried to send you off to a winner, try to get you more touches and more attention and more targets. But we brought you in before we brought in Tyreek Hill. We didn't know. But we're gonna cash you out this year and let you go back into free agency next year. But if you want to stay with us, you can, because we about to go to the dance. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have a $7.5 million insurance policy where if someone gets hurt, we have Cedric Wilson just on ice. However, it's unfortunate that's what happened with Ced, but it's great that Eazy-E's getting real looks.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, if you're here, smash that like button. Be it whether it's the live, whether you're watching on, on Monday, on Tuesday, whether you know what, I'm so happy the Dolphins won. I'm gonna watch this episode back again. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, Bebo, High Five, any social media platform. Follow us on there.
Yeah, we got a Patreon.
I was just gonna say also, if you aren't following or aren't subscribed on Patreon, we'd appreciate if you do that. We have a Madden 24 for our Patreon, Madden 24 giveaway for our Patreon only subscribers. We will do that after this show. We will put it up on Patreon. So yeah, go and do that. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm in the UK WhatsApp Dolphins group, and I got a message very early on from 2 people, one Drakey, one Tim Carroll. They said that Alec Ingold anytime touchdown bet nearly came in. And when it happened, I was like, yo, that was so close.
So listen,
yeah.
Hey, shout out to Moya TV. We're gonna address that. He said, did he get that Tyreek Hill card? We make sure it happened. What's up? You want to address that real quick, Kadeem?
So it's definitely in the States. I will double check where it is as best as possible, but I know 100% it's in the States. So I will message you after. I will try and find out as much information as possible. If I can get a receipt or whatever it can, it's definitely on the way. I thought we'd be with you before this game. I'm deeply sorry it's not. Bear with me. I will find out where it is. And I think the same might be said of the Tua card as well. So I've got you. We will sort it out. So deeply apologize. It's not with you right now.
Yo, so easy money, pick of the week, cashed out Tua over 1.5 touchdowns already. So I might be 0-1 in the conversion of Celsius and Fahrenheit, but I'm 1-0 where it matters, Kadeem. That's all I'm saying. Feel me? Then we had a couple things. So over on the Patreon, I'm trying to get y'all boys right. We're gonna do it the right way. We got $1,000 budget over there on the Patreon. Y'all might want to come check us out because we're on the up and up. You feel me? Green arrows pointing up. We went with Alec Ingold anytime touchdown. Almost cashed out. Plus 1,000. Almost cashed out. And it's crazy, Kadeem, because the next one was gonna be Craycraft 400 anytime touchdown, and that's plus 1,600. Put 100 down, win 1,600 is crazy, right? So Craycraft went first. Alec Ingo, he's going to get in the box. I have zero doubts about it. But last but not least, if you're interested in easy money, there was a last minute lock of Miami Dolphins money line, and it cashed out today. So tune in to our Patreon, find out what the locks are, and we're gonna try to get everybody paid, man. But yeah, easy money every Fins Up Friday here on Go Time Dolphins as well, and we'll give you the easy money pick of the week.
So Robert Ashton says, if you're watching the Cowboys game and want something more interesting to watch, smash that like button.
Yo.
Lee Connolly says, O-line, so good, eating my words, 0 sacks. The one thing I will say, and again, we gave up no sacks. I don't think they got much pressure on Tua, and when it did, like there was a throw to Braxton Barrios where I think it's a face mask by Joey Bosa, but he still evades the pressure, throws on the run. Listen, Tua has some beautiful throws throughout this game. This game doesn't mean you stop trying to improve the offensive line. Like 0 sacks, brilliant, but there's still stuff you can do to improve. Center is an issue to the point where after that opening drive and the 2 fumbles, I think the Dolphins were in shotgun for the majority of the game, and it's just like that's not sustainable. Like you got to be able to play under center. It's the NFL. Yeah, thanks for that, Lee. 13 pressures. And again, it's without your starting left tackle, a new guy at left guard, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack either side, on the other side, Joseph Sebastian Day as well. Derwin James blitzing off the edge, but we got it done. We 100% got it done. And
good day. Oh, you was about to say something else?
No, not all you.
Nah, man. Listen, I think we didn't get enough. They didn't pressure us really. Like it wasn't significant. You know what I'm saying? Like no sacks. You know what I'm saying? I think Tua was fairly comfortable. It was some good looking pockets. But Herbert had too many good looking pockets too, bro. Like Herbert was chilling, bro. Like no time. I'm like, this is what $100 million look like on the D line. This is what it's bro. So all that stuff we kept hearing. Oh, Dolphins have one of the best front seven. Nah, I need to see it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Vic Fangio for dialing up them pressures late. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna turn on the game again, bro. Like I just want to see. I was just running back. Like, dang, bro. I'm so, bro. It's a good feeling right here, man.
Yeah. Rob, Lee Connolly says pass rush from us was not great. There was a few times where Phillips did get around the edge, but again, the Cowboys, the Chargers do have a good offensive line. Like Slater at I think left tackle kept Chubb and Phillips quiet the majority of the game. Outside of when we did, bring more pressure and stuff like that. So hopefully, as we continue to get more acclimatized in this defense, you bring guys back healthy, and not just Jalen Ramsey. You get a friend of the podcast, Brandon Jones. A bit more, that process from his return from injury. Nick Needham as well. David Long gets settled in this defense. I know this is Go Time Dolphins, but I think given what happened on Thursday night football between the Chiefs and the Lions, and then I don't know if you watched any of the 1 p.m. games. I watched the Chargers, the Browns against the Bengals, and oh my days, that game was disgustingly bad. Yeah. The Browns won. Herbert, days. This year, it's half one. I'm tired. The Bengals bench. They withdrew Joey Bullets in the fourth quarter because the game was so far gone. The Dolphins beating the Chargers and going a game up on the Bengals and the Chiefs so early, you can't not be like, yo, it's massive, mate. Absolutely massive. And I believe the Titans also lost as well. So the Dolphins have put themselves on the perfect platform to reach the Super Bowl, reach the playoffs, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Patriots lost, mess around, and
Jets Bills.
Yeah, I kind of want both teams to lose. If there's a way for both
they
teams
could tie.
lose,
they could tie.
Yeah. But if the Dolphins,
hey, it don't matter. They got to see us. How about that? Listen.
100%.
Listen. We about to jump into bonus time. It's getting kind of late everywhere. You know, we got listeners across the pond that we rock with y'all. It's early over there, man. We gonna get y'all boys to sleep, boys and girls already. But listen, how you feel about the Dolphins so far, Kadeem?
A good work in progress. A good one.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is it, Michael Jackson. This is it. Like, yo, I can't wait. There's nothing no one can tell me anymore. Like, no one can tell. Hey, I hope you got a couch that I can sleep on because I'm putting the house on the Dolphins this year. Look, hey, we about to get in the bonus time. Y'all know what time it is. Stay positive, test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time.
It made it the victory visor. Yes.
Did you not think the victory visor wasn't going to make an appearance? The victory visor is back. We 1-0, defeated the Chargers 36-34. Tua put on a performance. Hill showed up. You're all ready.
Listen, Hammer says it's Hammer time. It's Hammer time. It's go time. It's Dolphins time. It's Tua time. Like, it's as Lee says, I can't sleep. He's buzzing. I'm buzzing. I've got work in a few hours. I don't know how I'm about to get to sleep. Robert Ashton says a promising start again. Moya TV says see you next week. Prime time against New Cheatland. Hammer says to Lee, LOL me either. And then Hammer and IMAX both say victory visor. It's I'm speechless, and I'm more speechless because it's just the back. I think there was like 7 lead changes in that game.
It didn't even have to be either, bro. That's the crazy part.
It was never comfortable for either team, and you kind of hope that after the near safety, Dolphins get the ball back. First play, touchdown from Tua to Tyreek Hill. Another great throw. We thought, okay, do you know what? Let's put the game to bed now.
Bro, you know what I gotta bring up, bro? What was Mike McDaniel thinking before halftime? That whole sequence, there was a sequence where the Chargers were trying to score before halftime. Burrow, they only had one timeout. Herbert was running towards out of bounds and then slid with 14 seconds left to stay in bounds. 14 seconds left. You're thinking, okay, he stayed in bounds, or he'll run out of bounds and stop the clock, and then they'll kick the field goal. They have one timeout. So in my mind, the very this is simple. They're going to kick a field goal, right? Mike McDaniel calls timeout. This is super wild to me because I'm like, yo, why are you calling timeout with 14 seconds left? Like, are you serious? You really gonna come out here and try to get back down the field with 14 seconds left? That was not even 14. It's gonna be like 9 seconds left. So I was like, dang, I guess you got cheated. You can do whatever you want. So Herbert stays in bounds. And that being said, I think the coach told him to stay in bounds. Like, yo, we don't want to give the Dolphins any time on the clock. Stay in bounds. That's what I took from all of that. So I'm like, dang, boy, they really respect the Dolphins offense if you're doing stuff like that. We have the Golden State Warriors of football offense. We made it. We're here. You know what I'm saying? All them offenses that was high flying like the Chiefs, we have that now. So the Chargers kick the field goal, and it's 9 seconds left. They kick it off, and we only have 9 seconds left to get down the field. And I'm like, I gotta see this play that coach draws up to that he thinks we could get in field goal range with in 9 seconds. Throws it. I think there's like 2 seconds left, which is probably like a 20-yard gain. I think that one went to Berrios.
Jalen Waddle.
Oh, it went to Waddle. Okay, it went to Waddle. That first one went to Waddle, and now I'm thinking, well, we're not in field goal range. We're still on the negative 45-yard line. We're on our own 45-yard line, and then we throw it to Eric Ezukama, and that's when we get the pass interference call, and then we get 3 points going into halftime, and I'm like, dang, bro, every single second will be used, and no lead is safe against the Miami Dolphins ever again. And Kadeem, I'm not on Twitter, but I tweeted that. Like, I'm like, yo, when it was fourth quarter, like a couple minutes left, I'm like, yo, no lead is safe against the Dolphins. You know what I wanted to say in that same tweet? Expect us.
Yeah.
Expect us. Shout out to Tuanon. Rest in peace, bro. The Dolphins are here.
100%. Hammer says, did you guys comment on Fangio's D? We did. But again, very quickly, it was okay. The run D was non-existent. The passing D didn't really allow anything deep, kind of like everything in front, but you have to get stops. They got stops when it mattered. They sent pressure when it mattered, and that pressure got home when it mattered. But we can't be having 36, 34 games every single week. Like,
yo, listen,
my heart can't take it. Like,
he Kadeem said is okay. It's not. It's unacceptable for me. Like, nah, it's unacceptable. Moya TV, you asked the question: did anybody see the Chargers right guard waving his arm before the snap? Yes, that's legal. That is an indication for the center to snap the ball. So the center doesn't just snap the ball on his own. Either the quarterback uses a verbal, hut, go, ready, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If not, if it's a silent count, then there's the guard can wave his hand and then the center snaps the ball. And you'll see that a lot, almost every team. But
yes, like my best impression of it. He kind of seemed like put his arm up and then like bring it back quickly, and then the center's like, okay, cool, go.
Yeah.
So yeah, like every team will do it. It's just one of those things where once you notice it, you can't unnotice it.
Yeah, it's crazy because they had to do it in their own stadium.
Yeah,
so much for home field advantage.
There was a comment earlier, yeah, from Rob. Biggie posted a vid on Twitter of the last play. Man, it was like a home game out there, a must watch. I saw so many people like over the weekend flying out to LA. And yeah, including Biggie. Shout out to Biggie. And just the Dolphins. It looks like they're going to travel well, and the Dolphins always travel well. But why wouldn't you go and travel to? Yo, who was it this week that was in the comments saying should they go to the game?
Oh man, I think it was Lane.
It might have been Lane.
Yo, see, that's why you got to do that 2-hour traffic, bro. Like, there was one of our go timers was asking if he should go to the game, and I'm like, listen, if money is not a problem and you can afford it, absolutely, bro. You never know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And this is the season for us. And if I think we're only gonna lose 5 times, and that was supposed to be one of them, in my opinion, yeah, let's go to the game, have an experience. Fun fact, I was supposed to be at the Baltimore game last year and I didn't go, and we know how that game ended out, right? And I can argue that this game was probably as exciting as the Ravens game, and yeah, that's why you want to go. I hope you went. If you didn't, cool. Hey, what up, Lane? In the building. Lane, hey, did you go to the game? Hey, let us know. He didn't.
But you know what? Listen, from a selfish point of view, you're here with us. You're chopping it up. So we got the dub. We got the dub.
We got the dub. And I'm throwing an advisor for you on the way out. We out of here, Kadeem?
Very, very quickly, last question from me. Before we go. Jalen Waddle barely was on the field. Do you think that was them just more managing this injury coming off of? Anything to be worried about going forward? Or was it just literally Hill was doing his thing, Craig Harford was doing his thing, Waddle, if we don't need you, we aren't going to have you out there every single snap?
I think it's no. I don't think there's nothing to worry about. Obviously, you want to follow up on him and hey, you feeling good? You good to go? Yeah, I'm good to go. Stuff like that. But he had 4 receptions for 78 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever the play. Do you target him? Does the play call for him first? You know what I'm saying? Tua's going through his reads. People ain't open. I got to do what I got to do, and the ball goes where the ball goes. But nah, man, I think everything's good right now. And if it's not, I honestly feel like we have depth at receiver, bro. I'm I'm not screaming at the top of my lungs for receiver help like I was in 2020 and 21, bro. I'm really I like what we have. I just don't think Tua should throw up jump balls to Braxton Berrios though.
Lord,
Straight up.
not at all. And again, very quickly, final comment from Robert. If he doesn't push EE, do you think he's in for the touchdown? Me personally, no. Like it's
no. Yeah, it was that was what we needed. That was exactly what the hope was for. Honestly.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those things where sometimes on a Hail Mary at the end of the game, you hope that you get a pass interference and you get the field goal, whatever.
If I'm being honest, he wasn't. As Eric Ezukama was in, Tyreek Hill wasn't even on the field. He was battling cramps. So like that could have been for Hill, and if Hill comes down with that, all bets are off. So we just lucked out there.
Yeah. Listen, what a victory. If you're able to get sleep after this, amazing. If you can't get to sleep, chuck on Giants, Cowboys. It sounds like it's gonna be a boring game. Just 36-34. Miami Dolphins win. They are 1-0. NFL best beware. We shall see you soon.
Let's go.
Peace.